So I think one of the things my listeners will probably be thinking is, how can this make them a more effective leader, do you feel? Is that in the fact that they're modeling something that other people would copy? I mean, a little bit like the picture of what you're talking about, you can hardly be a good leader if what you're saying in so many words isn't espoused in the way you're following things? Or is it an actual business to do with increased energy, increased vitality? This is what you're kind of talking about. What do you feel it is then?
I do think it is a internal confidence that happens when you keep promises to yourself
All right.
and you have that integrity with yourself and you trust yourself. The first principle that I mentioned earlier, the magnet principle, change is easy, thinking about change is hard. When you start to make those small changes, which you so beautifully said, you make those small changes, you become, that is the law of attraction. You become a magnet for everything good. And then if you keep the momentum of making those changes, you just carry yourself in a way where people say, you know what? I want what that entrepreneur has.
Mm,
I don't know what it is about that person, but you know what? There's something about that person I trust. You're walking the talk.
mm,
You're carrying yourself in a way that people want what you have. They believe in you, that they have confidence in you because you're carrying yourself with a greater level of confidence. And I'm not talking about ego confidence here. I'm talking about, wow, you are followable because you are believable, because you're doing, and you know, you brought up, maybe it was in the early part when we were started, before we even came on the air, we talked about perfection a little bit. You mentioned perfection.
mm.
A lot of people that may be listening, say, they may say, I have to be perfect before I do that. No, no,
Right.
no, that is completely not true. Here's what's true. When you make those commitments and you are on the journey, if you are on the journey of change, that is the magnet, the authenticity of that, the
Mm,
truth of that, the
mm,
reality of that you're human like everybody else
mm,
is such a magnet for people that they
mm.
just want to be in your presence. And so I love that, you know, and from within, you have to start by making those choices.